Hi everyone, welcome back to Monday Meds. I'm your health educator, Tanisha Lawrence, and this is your Monday Meds. Yes, your Monday Meds. As many of you know, it is the start of the hurricane, the start of the Atlantic hurricane season. At least that's what we are told. That is what we're told by the meteorologists and the weather people. Now, have you ever wondered why there's a hurricane season? Hurricane season? Something to think about. Why are the storms or the hurricanes named? Now, when you name something, you show some form of ownership, right? Now, something to think about, for you to think about, as we talk about how to get prepared for this hurricane season. As we talk about how can you be prepared this hurricane season. Now, you know, we've been sharing hurricane tips. We've been doing that. We've been doing hurricane tips for about 2-3 years now, or yeah, about 3 years we've been sharing. And so we have a disaster preparedness playlist that I will drop it in the description section of this video. Now, I cannot talk about how I cannot talk about this too much. And so many of you may see this radio for the second time or the third time. Yes, it is one of our favorites. And we actually used it yesterday to listen to the news. We didn't have to plug in the regular radio. All we had to do is to lift up the antenna, and then just switch. Yes, it needs to wind, and it is solar powered and also hand cranked, so you can hand crank it. Yes, I will share in the description section a link how you can get this hand cranked solar powered radio. It is so handy and it is lightweight. You can take it in your pocketbook, ladies. Yes, you can take it in your handbags, and you or in your handbag, and guys, you can actually just carry it like this. Yes, so it has a carrier. That's the cord that carries it. So this is, and it has a flashlight. Need I say more about it? This is one that will help you in disaster. You don't need batteries, and it also can charge your phone. It has the charger plug socket there. You can charge the USB socket. You can charge your phone with it. Yes, it works. And so it is something that we can't talk about too much, that you should get. If you don't have any electricity, it can help you. You turn on the flashlight and it can help you. It needs to charge now, so hey, it won't come on right now, but you get the point. So you definitely need to invest in solar powered equipment or appliances. So important as we talk about disaster preparedness. Super important. And you need to have radio. You need to consider having information. So communication, disaster preparedness, you need communication, and you need to have, that's one, communication. You need to have power source, like light source. That's super important. You also need to talk about water source. And remember, last week we talked about getting water, catching water. Make sure you fill up your containers. Yes, it is important. We did talk about purifying water, especially after a storm. It is important that you have water in your house, and you know how to purify water. We will share that this in the description section of this video. Mind you, they're all there. We've shared so many videos, and for you, it is a plus for you to watch them and also share them with others. I will not reiterate, or I will not repeat what I've said before, but you can just go ahead and watch that which we have shared with you before. So today I didn't want to share that specifically about the solar powered radio. Very, very important. And one thing, as we talk about electricity, I will say, or light source, is that you need to ensure that if you use candle, mothers, fathers, caregivers of children, and even elderly, this is super important, especially for you. If you are using candles, you have to ensure that they are in a safe place. And you have to ensure that if there are children around, you make sure you do not leave these candles unattended. Meaning, you should always, if it means that you need to take the candle with you, take the candle with you. We did talk about having a lantern or having a lamp. We would prefer, we recommend the lantern. Yes, sorry I didn't bring it this time, but it's in the playlist in videos that we've shared before. It is super important for you to make sure that you are safe. If the electricity goes, you have to ensure that you are safe and your family is safe. Too many individuals have been, children and adults have died because of a fire, because of being burnt in a fire. So important as we talk about disaster preparedness, hurricane season preparedness. The main thing we want to share with you today, as you talk about preparing for hurricane or this hurricane season, is that you need to ensure that you protect your important documents. Now, this is my passport. It is very important. Whether or not I am going to travel on it, I need to make sure that it is protected. Here we have poly bag that we're going to be putting it in. You have to ensure that you protect your important documents in, whether it is a Ziploc bag or a poly bag. Here in Jamaica, we have more access to the poly bag. Yes, you can have the Ziploc bag. You definitely want to tie the top. You want to let the air out, of course. Let it be airtight and tie the top. Okay, my hands are full, so I won't do that for this one. But your important documents, yes, whether it is black or white, you have to make sure that you secure your important document. So this is a very important document to us, and we are securing it in a poly bag, and we're going to put the passport with it. You got to secure your important documents. So you let the air out, airtight, let it out, airtight, and then you just tie it. If you want to tie it that way so no water goes in, or if you want to, I would say tie it with the tip inside, or the tip going in. So I would do a double tie until it goes in like that. So no water, the water would hardly seep in. It would take a longer time if it goes into water for the water to seep in. Get it? Super important. You have to secure your important documents. So important, because you know what? Yes, it is my passport, and it is not easy to replace it. Furthermore, it is expensive to replace some documents, especially they are, one, time consuming and because there are so many lines, sometimes you have to make sure that you secure and protect what you have. And so super important. Next week, well, later this week, by God's grace, we will share more information with you, how you can prepare for disaster preparedness, or what you should be doing now. One thing, and I should say it right now actually, what you should be doing right now, in addition to preparing or protecting your documents, you need to protect your seeds, and you need to store information on how to preserve your food, how to preserve your food. Super important. Yes, we didn't mention that earlier, but food is important in a disaster. You have to consider that. And so, how do you preserve your food? First, you need to ensure that you have food, dried food, stuff that don't need refrigeration. Also, you need to ensure that you have canned foods. Yes, super important. And so we'll wrap it up right here. We will talk more later this month. We will share more as we go along in how to prep in this hurricane season. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Be sure to click the notification bell to get updates on all our new videos. Keep watching.